Get out of here,
Ooh,
punk.
ooh, ooh. Did anybody listen to the N64 one?
No, I haven't yet.
Meg's
Sorry.
really proud of it.
Well, tell her she's great.
It was a really good one. What
Yeah.
what I liked about it at the end, like this didn't get in the recording, but when we got finished, she goes, "That was a lot easier than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be so much harder." I'm like, "Nah, that means it was a good episode. If the conversation flowed as easily as it did, which it did, it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice."
One of the, I guess, what's the secret of doing this is just say what you want to say, man.
Yes, and know how to have a conversation with somebody.
Correct.
Yes,
Gotta have the gift of gab and whatnot.
I do not, but I'm learning. Ow! I can't point with this finger. I just tried to point
Yeah,
at you.
use two fingers.
Did you just say you do not?
What did I do?
You're good at it. You are the leader, the
I'm
de facto leader of this thing. So
I'm like, what the
better
fuck
know.
are you talking about, dude?
It's
I know.
not been something I'm used to. I'm learning. Okay.
Uh huh.
This is practice
This
for
is
my
a-
later half of life.
Yeah. For what? The many conversations you're gonna have.
Yeah, when I turn 60, I'm going to be talking to everybody. Then I'll drop dead the next year.
You're gonna be like, "Hey, everybody! Do you remember that time that everyone was playing video games?" And everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Grandpa."
Oh, God. Hey, Mike, you read any more Dungeon Crawler, Carl?
No. Oh god damn it.
Has anybody...
That is my plans for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we all got the day off. I'm going to try to squeeze some gaming in.
Oh, so actually, funny enough,
Actually,
my
I
company
can't.
doesn't. I, Terry's going in town, so I'm gonna drop her off. I actually took the day off tomorrow,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna go drop her off. So I might play some No Man's Sky, or watch
Nice.
Adventure Time because
Yeah,
that's my
good show.
new thing. It's an
We were talking about
awesome
that last
show.
night.
Yeah.
It's a good
Oh
show.
man, I love that show. And I watched a million years ago when we got Hancock. Terry and I were both working like in office, so she would leave before I would. So I'd put on Adventure Time and sit there with Franklin on one side of me, and like Hancock would be sleeping on my lap. And like I got through it. The show hadn't ended yet. So I got through like 6 seasons, and then I just kind of put it down because life. And now I was like, you know what? I really should finish it.
It gets nutso at the end.
I mean, it's not so. I mean, it's not to ruin it for anybody who hasn't watched the show, but it is quite literally a post-apocalyptic nuclear hellscape where mutants are running around like crazy. There's probably one of the most evil characters in all of fiction. And there's time travel nonsense. There's the multiverse.
Wait, are you talking about... Are you... I don't... I don't know why I'm hesitating to ask because this show is super old, but are you talking about Gorb? What's his name? Or are you talking about the Lich?
No, the Lich.
Okay.
The Lich was, I mean, it's this children's show, and then all of a sudden, Ron Perlman in all of his evil glory shows up with a character that is quite literally like, wait, what? Such a good show.
I was going to... I got excited because I have the day off and I was going to play games, but then I don't know. Don't don't hang my feet to the fire over this. It's not that I forgot because I've been talking about it all day, but tomorrow makes 13 years that Meg and I have been together, so I don't know.
Happy anniversary.
Yay. Married for 11 years in November and been together for 13 tomorrow.
Yay.
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 So we're going to figure out something. Funny how it's like right before Father's Day, too.
I know. Oh, yeah. Happy Father's Day if I don't
Yeah.
get a chance to.
Happy Father's Day
actually
to you
tell
guys. You have an animal. You take care of them.
We have two animals, and they suck.
Kids usually do.
No, I love them. I love those stupid dum-dums running around, barking their heads off.
So have you gotten to read anything different? Oh, that's what I was going to bring up. I'll come back around to that. Have you gotten to read anything, Sean?
No, and actually, it's funny. Because I'm a horrible multitasker and I have ADHD. I'm actually texting because Google's awesome. Google, you can do Google messaging on your computer. So I'm messaging a group chat of people that are reading Sanderson stuff, and they were like, and they both of them are apologizing to me, like, "Hey, I haven't read anything," and I'm like, "Don't. I'm watching Adventure Time, man. Like, I haven't. I was like getting into Dungeon Crawler Carl, and then it just fell off,
Hmm.
and I don't know why it happens. There's going to be a point, and I can tell you my jumping on book series is Cradle. I'm just going to probably at some point, like in 3 months, be like, I want to read Cradle again, and just be back into it.
None of us
Do
have
it.
joined Matt Dinneman's Patreon, right?
No, I haven't.
There's a Patreon.
Yes, there is. It's fairly cheap, but I'm warning you now, maybe don't join it because apparently he has started uploading book 9 chapters now. I know.
Really?
Yeah. So, spoilers. Maybe not read it until next year when the book comes out. Or
Wait,
do.
so
Your choice.
he posts full on chapters?
Yeah. That's what he did with book
Dude.
8. What? I can see
I'm
the
looking
wheels
it up
turning.
right now.
What is it, Mike?
It's a that's a carrot that I may want to take. But
But you got to catch up on the other book still.
I know. God damn it!
Sorry. I haven't read either, but that's my fault. Ooh, I did try watching a new series and fell off it really hard.
Which one?
The Amazing Digital Circus.
Oh yeah.
I tried.
Really? You fell off of it?
Yeah, it just didn't. It didn't grab me. I tried really hard too. I made it like 3 episodes. I'm just like, meh.
I will say that show is really intriguing, but I also have heard like there's a lot of shenanigans going on and like people are mad at the movie and it was good. I really, really
There's a movie.
Yeah. Well, I think it I don't know if it's released in theaters.
Hmm. Does the movie at least let them out of the virtual world?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh well. What's up, Mike?
Circus.
I'm trying to bring the chat back in.
Did you break something?
I break everything.
Okay. Sorry, man.
It's okay.
Oh yeah, and actually I can't watch anyways. We don't have Netflix anymore. It was good. I liked it. I liked the idea of there being like it's weird. It's a weird show. I liked the art direction on it. I liked what they were trying to do, but like I also get it. Like it's very surreal.
Yeah.
It
I
gets
just kept
really
seeing
dark.
it, hearing a lot about it. It came to Fortnite recently too, and people were excited about it. So I'm like, all right, fine, I'll give it a shot. And I tried.
I mean, it's basically like it's I have no mouth and I must scream,
Yeah.
but like funny.
Yeah.
It's funny because I would think that you would like it because you're the one who introduced me to Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I remember you got me into it right near the end of its like initial run,
Mm-hmm.
and like there was a whole thing on the interwebs about like people, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna like they were like fan casting what was going to occur, and like there was some overarching lore, and then all of a sudden it just dropped off, and it was like it wasn't bad. It was just like it didn't rectify anything.
Yeah. It
Um,
just existed.
and now they have a full television series.
Yep.
They're re-uploading stuff as of like a month and a half ago,
Yep.
and I'm like, all right, cool beans, man.
Mike, do you know about that?
No. Everything's going over my head.
Oh,
The only
boy.
reason I know like Amazing Digital Circus is because Sawyer was obsessed with it for a little while. Don't ask.
Hang on. Hang on. Why is Sawyer watching it?
Because he found it when he had access to YouTube's.
It did start off on YouTube, so that makes sense. It's still not something he should probably be watching.
No.
You don't need your 8-year-old having an existential crisis.
Right.
Oh my god.
On the nature of existence and where the ghosts in the machine and whatnot. By the way, I put in the "Don't hug me, I'm scared" into the chat for us, and when you get a sec, watch it. It is
Very surreal.
wild. It is absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, if we had just like some extra time, I would say, Mike, watch one of the episodes so we can get your reaction to it. But like, maybe that's something we hold off on and just record it ourselves and put it
Yeah,
up.
I would honestly. That is one of those deals where it's like, it's. I mean, actually, to be fair, we could do that now. The first episode of "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" is 3 minutes long.
Okay.
All right, so Mike.
What if you watched it and narrated what he sees and just like I'm waiting for the silence as he's like trying to process what's going on?
I'll let him try to get the
Here we
link
go.
and then share my screen. Hold on.
I'm excited.
Digital styles.
Copy link. I'll have to do it that way because Discord's being funky.
Oh, here, Ramble Pack Podcast episode 87, and I'm excited, Adam.
And I'm very confused, Mike.
Oh, just wait.
And I'm don't hug me, I'm Sean.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Jesus.
Nice, good job.
Okay.
That's a play on words because I'm Irish and we don't like physical contact.
Ooh, how do you feel about the World Cup coming over here and like the Scottish people adopting Boston as like their place?
Oh, I love the Scots. I'm ethnically
Who put the stream up?
Mike did. He's gonna watch it and
I
narrate.
was gonna watch it live here.
I like this better.
This is also on the stream too, so this is gonna be funny.
Yes.
Don't hug me. I'm scared. Okay.
Watch the first one.
So which it?
Yes.
This one? This one?
Just
So
hit
it's the one
videos
that's-
and then go to oldest. Mike, where's your
Yeah.
mouse?
It's a sandwich.
It's a sandwich. What? Where's your
Yeah,
mouse?
so-
I don't see anything.
Hold on. If you want, copy link address.
Oh, he's gonna link directly to it.
Yeah, so just click on that one.
All right.
I'm getting anxious. I'm anticipating things. I can't wait.
I know.
Ah.
This is all video game talk, obviously. Oh, he's got the notes up.
Don't let people hear behind the curtain.
What the flip? There we go.
We're professionals.
We know how to use the internet.
A 3-minute video is turned into 10 minutes.
Sorry!
It's fine. It's funny.
All right. So, is it showing on your guys' end?
Yes. Oh, it's the You're Not Thinking Creatively one. Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember. Oh no, I hear it. Oh shit. Sorry. Cool.
That's myself.
Use
I
my
use
hair to express myself.
myself. All right, quiet.
What the hell?
Just hang on.
Wow.
Just hang on. Yeah, get creative. Mike, are you okay?
Ow.
Did you see the change?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm asking Sean, did he see the change in you?
I'm actually watching.
The fuck? I second that.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. And any of those
That.
videos that you watch are just like that. The time one is good
Oh.
too.
Oh my God. They get so good. Digital styles.
Like here, I'm thinking it was some type of wholesome episode at the beginning.
Sure.
And then, nope.
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 Hard
Nope.
left.
If that hard left. So Adam shared that with me like one of the first times we met, and was like, "Watch this," and we were like, me and Tara watched it. We're like, "Wait, what? This is not good." Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. It is actually very.
It's
The
very
more
artistic.
you watch it, it's very artistic, and it gets to be funny. Like that was very funny to me because I knew what was going to happen. But the first time you watch any of the episodes, it's this impending feeling of dread.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
entire it starts to go down, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, it's very fun.
Yeah.
Green is not a creative color.
Oh.
I thought she was just going to be a douche to him the rest of the episode.
Oh no.
Nope.
And like they are all that. So watch them at your leisure. Don't
Yeah.
watch them before you go to bed because
No.
you won't feel good about it.
If you think that one was weird, just wait till you watch the time one. That one gets pretty out there and a little existential too. That's going to be a theme
They
today
all-
for the podcast.
And the funny part is the time one is the next one.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Good stuff. Man, it's been a while since I watched those. I'm glad we did this. Anyway, how are you guys doing?
You know,
pretty good.
yeah, I mean, probably not. Mike's probably been better now that he's.
We got to check
seen
on him
into the
tomorrow morning.
abyss.
Hey, how'd you sleep? How are your dreams?
He's looked death in the eyes. Green is not a creative color. Also, the songs slap.
Yeah. Oh man, how does the time song go? I'm like, I've got the beat, but I can't remember the words except for the past has already happened, the future doesn't exist.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Good stuff.
We can turn this into a reaction episode if you want.
No, I'm good.
No,
Oh, you know what? That would work too if we just wanted to talk about Summer Games Fest and all the stuff that they showed off.
Oh.
Sean, we really have to address the fact that Nintendo showed off just the tiniest bit of Ocarina of Time remake.
oh, I put in 3 different things on the notes list for
All right.
Ocarina of Time fun times.
Where do we want to start then?
I mean, so it's funny. We actually a coworker of mine who actually listens to the podcast. I think we were talking about that the other day, and the whole thing for me is if you're going to do it, do it. And we talked about this on one of the previous episodes.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to do Ocarina of Time, do it, but do something more than just making a graphical upgrade. Now, the internet, it's funny because I put in just the video, which, I mean, God, it looks beautiful.
As soon as they showed the tapestry at the beginning of the trailer, I'm like, it's Ocarina of Time. As soon as I saw the tapestry, I knew it right away. And then they did the little, what is it, Saria song melody for the Lost Woods.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, that's just confirmation.
And I mean, I will say this, like, I'm very excited, and I'm gonna buy it. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's hot garbage, I'm gonna buy it. Like, I am so desperate to play something like, and here's the thing, regardless of how it comes out, it's going, even if they match the story beat for beat, it's going to feel like the way Ocarina of Time felt like when I first played it back in the 90s, right? It's going to, like, in my mind's eye, I'm going to remember that game as looking exactly the same as this crazy updated graphically video game.
Did you see some of the articles that came out talking about some of the hidden descriptions for Ocarina of Time?
No.
So there was apparently on some Nintendo website that described what the Ocarina of Time remake is going to be. And from that description, it sounded like it was going to be like a faithful remake. Like it's still going to be the Ocarina of Time that remember, just maybe remade for modern times or remastered. I'm not absolutely sure, but Nintendo went and deleted it after people found it out. So, makes you wonder
So
what it's going to be like.
so one thing that I saw a post, and it was on TikTok, and it was about like basically like, again, it was kind of like just going over what was going on in just that opening trailer, because Link does not look the same.
Nope.
He's not wearing the same stuff.
Nope.
And one of the things the guy said was when they made the art for Ocarina of Time, um, they made it based on the models. They had already done all the modeling for the game, right? They didn't make the models based on the art. They made the art based on the models. So this game might delve a little bit more into the artistic style that they wanted to do.
Right. Now that they have the
And
capabilities to make it how they wanted it to look, they're going to shoot for that.
right. Um, the if again, they have to do something. Like again, I think, and one of the things that one of the articles I linked in our notes basically goes into why it was a mistake for them to reveal it now. And the mistake that they allude to is that they are going to be fanning this flame of what is this game going to be, right?
They're going to show you know what? They have said that more to come in the future, and I'm hoping that it's sooner rather than later, because sitting on it like this, people are already upset that there's not enough to go off of to form an educated opinion about what kind of game it's going to be. So I'm hoping that they actually show it off soon, so that way people can get an idea. I mean, I personally just want to know what it's going to be like, but everything that I've seen so far is like it's pointing to how it's supposed to, how it played originally and how it felt to play it, but probably just prettier.
I
Like the
guess
3DS version, but like souped up.
like yeah, like 4K graphic. But I think the thing that was really telling for me again is the fact that they could have just put a one-to-one much better rendered version of Child Link in that bed,
Hmm.
and they didn't. And that's where I'm like,
It's a very
I wonder
artistic
what.
choice that they went with. Like it's going to look different.
And I think one of the things this guy was posting about, not only talking about like the art style and how it's going to change to be more reflective of like current aesthetic, but also it's going to align with the movie that's coming out.
Oh,
So it's going to bring and
wait. Hang on. Hasn't there been screenshots come out of the movie and it has shown like the regular green tunic, but it also showed the Breath of the Wild outfit?
yeah, but it's regardless of the aesthetic and the choices of the like costumes, what they I what this
Mike's
guy
on the
was
hunt.
positing was right was that the reason they are doing this in such a, I mean, Child Link is hyper realistic, and one of the reasons they're doing that is so that way there isn't some sort of weird dissonance when somebody goes into the movie and sees a hyper realistic version of Link.
Do you think
It's
that
like
that
easing
is
him
the
in.
same reason why they showed Star Fox in the second Mario movie for potentially a Star Fox movie, but definitely the game?
Yes, I think
Yeah.
that if anything, I'm actually surprised that they didn't release. It's that, but opposite, right? If they were going to be going that route, what they would have done is release the Star Fox game and then he appears in the movie. But I think they
Right.
used the movie as the vehicle to get him
Yes.
into his own new series,
When was the last time you've heard about Star Fox? This is a way to put him
which
back in
is
the public eye and be like, oh yeah, by the way, this guy you haven't seen in a while? Have fun.
also like, and with the Star Fox remake too. Like, I'm glad they're doing a remake. Do something with it. That's not a comparatively long game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was made for 12-year-olds in the 90s who were all hopped up on Jolt Cola and shit.
Oh Jesus.
Mountain Dew and Skittles.
Such, yeah. Teeth rotting out of their heads, throwing bikes in the river and shit.
Mike, you look like you want to say something.
I'm just confused as to, and I still haven't seen the Super Mario Galaxy movie yet, but I'm still confused on why they made the decision of using Star Fox, though.
I honestly don't know unless this is like their way of dipping their toe into the idea of like having many different universes to be able to tie
Yeah.
things together, because in the movie Star Fox came from a different universe. So,
Right.
and then that crossover allowed, like we were just saying, allowed the crossover allowed them to put Star Fox back in the public zeitgeist of games and remind people that he exists, and then the game came out. So I have a funny feeling that somewhere in the future, if and when they make more character-based games, there's going to be some Avengers Endgame style thing where they bring everybody together for whatever reason too.
Super Smash Brothers. Duh.
Yeah.
No, like, I don't know. I would have figured it would have been, if they're gonna do something like that, I would have figured it would have been like Kirby or somebody.
Yeah, I'm
Kirby
surprised
would
they
make a
didn't bring
really
Kirby in.
cool movie.
Yeah, that would be an absolute trippy fuck as hell movie.
Yes. The games are super dark when you look into them because they look all happy and fun on the outside, but when you dive into the actual lore and what's going on, it's kind of messed up.
Oh yeah. By the way,
For
I
God's sakes,
posted-
Kirby's eating people. God damn it!
It's a good thing, though.
He's eating them alive.
It's for the betterment of all mankind. He must eat, consume.
By the way, like, so I put in screen grabs, a screen grab of Child Link, and I put in a screen grab of the movie, like the one released photo.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's a
one of-
live action. Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you didn't know that?
What?
No.
Ah. Ta-da.
That's fair. Which is much like the fan base is completely broken on whether or not that's a great thing or a bad thing, and most people I think are very hesitant to embrace it because live action video game movies typically do not turn out well.
Yep.
Yui Bowl isn't doing it, so we're good. One of the things the guy said too.
What do you mean? He makes wonderful movies.
He does a great job. One
Didn't you
of
love
the
Blood
things-
Rain?
One of the things this guy said too, by the way, was that dollars to donuts, and I'm looking, like, I zoomed in on the live action actor for Link, that adult Link is going to look like him.
I don't know if I like that. I'd rather Nintendo keep those kind of things separate. It also feels, well, I was going to say backwards, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't like that. I feel like those two things should be separate, not like try to tie them in together like that.
I mean, I'll say this. They're going to have to, because, like, if you are of our age, I mean, you're going to go see the movie anyways, but, like, anyone under the age of 20, like, they don't have the same background with playing Ocarina of Time. You know what I mean? They're most people probably played the Wild games, which is fine.
Yep.
But how are you going to bring them? How are you going to explain to them this weird shared universe of a multitude of different timelines? And the way to do it is you take the most popular game of the entire series.
I feel like the multiple timelines isn't really that, like, at the forefront of Legend of Zelda. It's just the games are the games. There is the stuff on the back end, but, like, I don't think people really pay too much attention to that.
Oh, I think they do. I think that the real hardcore fans do.
Well,
And I
that's
can tell you that
right
they
there.
do
That's the hardcore
because-
fans, though.
I can tell you that because we spent 3 hours talking about it one day.
Hey, I don't buy into it, really. It's just there. I just like the
I know.
games.
Yeah, no, I do too. I also am noticing that the Legend of Zelda, the actual lettering for the remake looks similar to the lettering for the movie.
Ooh, okay. I didn't notice that.
I think that, and again, do I think it's going to be like a 1-to-1 copy of the the actor? No, but I think they're going to bring it more in line so that way when this goes out to theaters, again, based on what this guy was saying, and I kind of agree with it,
Yeah.
it's not
Mm.
going to be some weird dissonance where you're going to have like Ocarina of Time Link doing something, and then you see it on the big screen, you're like, that guy doesn't look like the guy from the games anymore.
Right. I get that.
I, I think that's why the live action is such a weird decision,
It is a weird
especially because
decision.
if they, let's say for example, like you were talking about, Adam, they do an Endgame style, get everybody together
Ooh,
for
yeah.
Smash Brothers. You, you're gonna have to reboot Zelda at that point,
Yeah.
or so that so that the you have a version that can actually interact with the other ones, where live
Eh,
action is going to be wonky.
well, I mean, you look at the Batman movie, right? So you have the Batman Robert Pattinson movie, and then you had Batfleck happening at the same time. You can do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But this might just be its own thing.
Well, there's
Well
also
then,
video games that isekai into, or like real life into video games, so
yeah.
you could
Well
always
then,
do that.
guys.
Uh oh. That's okay, you and I can talk.
Yeah.
What else did you see at
Hey,
Summer Games Fest?
let me look at what's going on because I did not watch any of it.
Oh, you missed out on a lot of cool stuff. I don't
Tell
know
me.
how to talk about the Xbox stuff without talking about their layoffs and their reset that they're doing.
We should wait for Mike to get back on that one, but I definitely want to talk about that before because
Hey,
that
I
is
know exactly what his reaction's going to be. He's going to be upset at
so,
Xbox. It's like,
yeah.
what the fuck? Fuck them.
I mean, it's kind of indicative of all the games. I mean, of all the gaming industry now, right?
Yeah,
Where
Sony's going through it too.
yeah, I mean, like let's just hit that topic right on the head.
You want to do it now?
Destiny, evident. Yeah, let's get
Oh, do we want to
started.
talk about Destiny now? Oh shit.
Well, if we're going to talk about Destiny, first of all, playing it's fun. That game is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
The disheartening Reddit post that you sent to us, Adam, where
Oh,
basically it
from the
looks
GM.
like yeah,
Yeah.
where it's going to be like we're the only thing we're going to have. We already have a skeleton crew, and that skeleton crew is all getting laid off. So
Yep.
expect some hot fixes, but not anything that's going to be substantive to like if the game is broken, it's just going to end up being broken.
Well, it was even worse than that. I think. Well, in my opinion, I think it is. Um, they said that if things are broken or just like ruining the game, they don't have the crew to like go in and fix it and update it. It's just going to be disabled.
Yep, that makes. I
That
mean,
sucks.
Yeah, I
which
get
is
it, but like
it's
if you don't have anyone to work on the game, then what else can you really do?
Right.
and like again, I know that there was some scuttlebutt that it was like Sony's way of punishing Bungie, but again, like I sent that thing I think today where it was like,
From Paul Tessie
no,
of Forbes.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like that's not business doesn't work like that. It's not
Right.
a punishment thing. At
Right.
the end of the day, they could hate Bungie, and if Bungie's making the money, they're just going to be like, hey, let's do it.
Yep.
It's a purely financial decision, which again, not great because I mean, there's a established player base and Marathon, though awesome, is not doing. It's not like
It's not
cranking
doing
numbers.
Destiny numbers now.
Oh
And
Right.
god, no.
even with the increase in people who have joined back into Destiny, it apparently didn't move the needle either. Which I don't know how you guys feel, but I fully expected that to be the case.
No, I mean, I think when do you make a decision like that, if you backtrack, it makes you look weak as a company. It
Well,
makes you say, "Oh,
it's not going to sustain the player base either. They're going to say, "Great, we got what we did. We're going to keep playing." And then once you get to the end of playing, what do you do then? You're going to have another mass exodus.
Right.
right." So what my suspicion is going to be, again reading the tea leaves, I don't
Mhm.
know what Bungie's longevity is. You know what I mean? Which is sad. That's a
Right.
sad state of affairs, and I think in a perfect world they would have had the budget to and the creative direction to maintain both. You should maintain a Destiny deep lore base
Mm.
with intricate systems with a huge devoted player base, and you should be maintaining marathon at the same time. This new thing, see how marathon goes. It shouldn't be your tent pole because the if it doesn't succeed, your company folds.
Yep.
Right.
That's not a I wouldn't do it that way, but
I
I
can see them
also
expanding Marathon too to like compensate for that, because that's what a lot of people are missing is just like this other part to make them want to buy the game. Like besides
mm,
getting the PvP light mode that we have, and like we've played it a lot and have said it's nice and laid back. You'll get the occasional rook or whatever, but it's nice and chill. But there's a whole part of that PvE aspect that you can build out, and like I've seen a lot of discussion about it, but then like the problem with what people talk about when it comes to that is that they immediately start trying to Destinyify Marathon. They're saying
right,
Right.
we can add all these things, we can make classes, we can do this, we can create strikes and dungeons and shit. And they're like, so you just want to put Destiny in Marathon, and that's not the
right,
type of game it is.
right.
Right.
Which it's fair, and like I think the thing is, I think Bungie needs something,
Yes.
and it needs something. If Destiny is going away, like in terms of they're not going to be updating, they're going to have a skeleton crew. They're going to maintain the servers for an indefinite. It's still making them money, right?
Right.
Like people are still
They're
buying
still
shit,
buying silver and stuff, yeah, but there's just no new content.
right? If it's still making them money, they will just dump. They will just keep the servers open. They'll have a skeleton crew on it, and they'll just rake in cash, and
Yep.
they'll use that to hopefully put into development something that will get either marathon over that hump or
Yeah.
something that will get more,
Right.
attention to Bungie.
And they have
Hey, maybe
nothing.
they might.
Go
They
ahead.
have nothing. Right. No, no,
Right.
you go ahead.
Well, that's what I was going to say. They have nothing incubating, nothing started, no testing, nothing like that. So
Right.
nothing for these people to be doing when they're just shutting down one thing, which is
Right.
unfortunate.
Which, and again, Marathon's a beautiful game. Hell, we probably end up playing it tonight.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's got a $200 million price tag, and what do you get for that? Like the maps are beautiful. You can't. I mean, except now. Now you can because you have a PvP light mode where you
Mm.
don't have to worry about getting killed every 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Um,
But when you start messing with the game, it creates some fundamental issues like what's been going on with season 2 right now, because of the
but
influx of what is it, your loadouts and the sponsored kits and stuff. People have started off with a leg up on the competition. Couple that with the cradle stuff, where they what was it? People figured out a way to get a bunch of gear and then just sell it all really quick. So you've got people that have gold and stuff, yeah, gold items and kits in the first
Yeah.
week or two of the game and have maxed out cradles. Then you decide to come in and nerf all that shit so that way it's harder to do and get. But then you've got all these other players that have already maxed it out and you're not dropping it back down, but then the people are still working on it. It's even harder of a grind to do so now. So it's like
right,
there's a push and pull with the economy, and there's they push too much, and now they got to pull back, and they can't.
right. And I do like the PvP light mode, and I do like the idea of them doing a PvE mode. But you're right; it skews heavily. And if you want, like, you're cranking through levels right now, and you're just
Yeah.
Almost
getting
55.
right. And I remember that
What did I do?
I'm level 26, and
I thought
like
you were
I feel
30.
like no, I'm 26, but
Okay.
I didn't play for a solid week, and I feel like it took me twice as long to get to that point in season
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And that's
Holy
like
shit.
if
I did not even consider that. Yeah. We're only like
right,
3 weeks into the season, and I'm already 55.
right,
Yeah.
you're on track to probably within the next 2 months, like max out, which
Yeah.
is fine. But if and again, if that's the direction they want to go, and I think that should be the direction they go, they
Mm.
should go in the direction of using this PvP light mode to get players into the game, and then if it was and again, if it was me, and not that I'm in any way, shape, or form a game developer,
Yeah.
the extraction shooter portion of it with the heavy PvP like brutalness, that's going to turn off people. But you should still have it because
That's what
people
the game is
want
built
that,
on.
right? So make something to kind of bridge that gap.
Mike, what do you want to see in a PVE mode?
I don't. That's the thing. Like I'm just thinking about what you guys were talking about before, where they want to make all these changes that suggest this, suggest that, and it basically ends up being Destiny with a marathon skin.
Right.
Um, how do you go about doing that without doing that? I
Make it
don't.
mission based. Like there's something in the map in one of the POIs and you have to go hunt it down or find it or something, or like you have an objective on the map and you have a certain amount of time to do it in, and like it's
But you,
littered with bots.
but
Yeah.
that's what you kind of have now.
Well, this is more refined and like, ooh, you can build a whole contract system around that. Like that could be the story mode.
Yeah, in all honesty, I wish they had released season one with a story mode. Like, because I don't have a connection to the world. I like the world. I like you know, my healer thing, but I'm just doing a job. Like,
Yeah.
literally, it's like going to work. All right, we're
Yeah.
gonna log in, and all right, we're gonna
That
go
is
run our
so
mission.
funny that you said that because that's basically what you're doing for the factions. You're a liaison for them and going down to the planet.
Right, and if
Yep.
that's what you're trying to get across, that's fine. But there's no story that ties to that, so you end up just doing the job, and then you don't get to look at this
Right.
$200 million world.
There's
One of the
nothing
things
that
you
wraps
said,
that up. It's just you're
Right.
this
yeah,
character, you're experiencing this and doing these things for these people, and you're just along for the ride.
I
Right.
will say
Which
this. Sorry, go on, Mike. I
no.
apologize
I
for
was gonna
interrupting.
say which I want to say that's one of the things the that I liked a lot about Destiny versus Marathon right now. Whereas Destiny, the worlds are very beautiful and they put a lot of work into it, but their missions and story arcs are making you explore it and see it. Whereas Marathon, not gonna lie, every little cutscene or whatever or conversation that they have when you rank up, I skip it. I have
Yeah,
not. I
But you get a lot of the
yeah,
lore and what's been going on. I pay
but
attention to all
why?
that. Why? Because you
Sure.
want to know what happened to the colony and like how everybody died and it fell apart.
Yes, but my thing is, and again, I don't know how to go about it without making it like Destiny, where I don't mind working for that extra lore, or when you find something and tell us about it. It's cool little Easter eggs type of thing. But the way they have the lore and the storyline set up right now, it's you want the lore and storyline, you have to work for it. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna help you or tell you the story.
There's a big
You got to read
disconnect.
it yourself. Right. Whereas Destiny, it did some of that with the side stuff, but it forces you right into the story with beautiful videos and stuff like that, and the
Right,
missions make you traverse and see all this.
And I think
right. I
that's a
think
difference in the game though, because marathon is supposed to be a mystery type thing. You have no idea what went on. You're just listening to these people, taking their suggestions, and going to find these answers. And you
right,
may miss
but
out on some of that.
but the engagement portion, I think this is where you're going with it, Mike. Is
Yeah.
there is a player base, you for example, who is absolutely willing to jump into a game that doesn't give you anything, and you have to
Right.
figure it out. But not everyone is, and does
Yeah.
that appeal to a mass audience? At the end of the
Right.
day, again, I'm coming in. My goal in playing the game is to hang out with you two.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, the lore is phenomenal. Like, if you go and watch anything on Marathon, the original games, it's
Hmm.
trippy and weird and like fucking surreal. Marathon Infinite is like nuts
That's a
and
fever
like
Yeah.
dream when you start going down the rabbit hole of like the different timelines and things like that.
right,
It's
right.
very
And
cool.
the thing that is so surreal about this series is
Hmm.
you have people that have been speculating on the lore for like 30 fucking years, and then they make a game where the lore, which you some people want to get into,
Hmm.
is pushed to the back end in favor of, some destroyer teabagging you because you suck and they hit you
Right.
with a waster shotgun. And it's like it's just a strange decision. It's not an easily accessible game. I love
Hmm.
it. I mean, again, if we want to, if we're gonna do survival mode tonight, I'm all in.
All right.
But the thing that was shocking about Destiny when I
I want
played
to
it for
play.
the first time is like it's kind of the opposite, where
Yeah.
walking into it with it not having grown into that player base,
Hmm.
like you telling me about what is going on in a mission, that sounds like a fever dream. And unlike Marathon, you don't have to like dig through various achievements to find out that stuff. It's just there. They will give you an info dump, and
Mm.
it's up to you to listen to what's going on,
And I
and then
think
they'll give
part of
you a
that is you
cutscene.
just dropping into it too, because you weren't there to experience the story or to pick up on these beats, know who these characters are, and shit like that. And even if you did start from some of those points, you're still missing a ton because that content's just not in the game anymore.
Right. And like it's very surreal. But it's a I
Mm.
mean, dude, I'm actually really bummed. I'm bummed for like you
Yeah.
guys where it's like you had this beautiful world that just got axed because of, mismanagement on a corporate level.
Going on Star Horse's game show just to beat enemies and gain his favor was some of the most fun you'll have in the game.
Yeah. Oh boy. Anyways, so on top of this Bungie thing, I
Yes.
Mhm.
mean, this is hitting across the board everywhere. You're saying that Quali Lab,
The Quali, I believe, is how you pronounce it. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
they're
they just
shutting down.
put out a game called Luna Abyss, which was really well received. I played it for a little while too. Ooh, if you like Saros or Returnal, like the people call it Boomer Shooter, and oh god, like what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like
Like Bullet Hell.
Gradius,
Yeah,
Bullet,
Bullet
yeah,
Hell.
yeah, Bullet, Ikaruga, like that. But
Yeah,
it's
Okay.
first person shooting. So
right.
it was a neat game. I don't really care for like the aesthetics or anything like that, but it's neat.
Hmm.
It's still fun. It's a little slow, but it's an interesting game. It just came out a couple weeks ago, and the studio's shutting down.
That sucks.
Yes. However, I'm going to try to paint this. Well, I'm not going to try. I'm just going to throw this out there, and it kind of paints it in a different light too.
Mm.
From what I was reading, it was developed by at most 25 people, but a main team of 9, and it took about 7 years to make.
Oh damn.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the nature. Like, this is a very difficult time to
it
be
is.
triple A companies that are making billions of dollars are closing down.
I want to point you
And
both to Jason Schreier from Bloomberg, his YouTube channel. He's been putting up some video essays every day, every other day or so, talking about some of these important topics like we're talking about. They talked
Hmm.
about how Mina the Howler was a make or break game for Yacht Club. They talked about what went on at Xbox and why it was going down, why Destiny ended up having the floor pulled out from underneath them, and why E3 went away and things like that. So it's definitely worth checking out.
putting this in the chat because I just pulled this in. I'm gonna
Yeah.
subscribe to that. I this
Yeah.
is one of those things that I truly love is
Mm.
like it's like Telltale games, right? Where
Yeah. We got Wolf Among
you
Us 2
have
coming. Fuck yeah.
but who's released it, it's not Telltale.
I think it is, but not as Telltale. It's just a handful of developers from Telltale
Right.
that were contracted to finish out the game when they were first making it. Um, but it's not Telltale specifically. I don't really know.
Right.
But it is those developers, so it's going to be a similar type game. And I can't wait. Dude, Wolf Among Us 1 was such a great game. And not just because it was like The Walking Dead, but because
Yeah.
of the source material that they pulled the story and stuff from and really gave life to those characters, and it fits so well. Not to mention, you love Bigby. Like, he's a great character. You gotta
I
try it.
do like I love me a good like modern day fantasy like
Choose
because
your
this
own
is
adventure
based
thing.
on it well it no to it's based on a comic book series,
Yes, it is. Called
right?
Fables.
And yeah, yes, and evidently Big B fought Batman at one point because it's a DC comic property.
I
Yeah,
did not know that, but yes, it is.
Um,
Oh,
enjoy
Mike,
that.
Mike, you good?
Really?
That's funny. I did not know that.
It's funny. The
Cool.
synopsis of this
Yeah.
series, and it's a series. It's multiple issues.
It said six, I
This
think.
Okay.
is this is the synopsis on Wikipedia. Batman meets Bigby Wolf.
That's it. If you can't tell,
Um,
Mike, Bigby is the big bad wolf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Big B Wolf.
Yeah.
Like it. Like it. I like what they did
Yeah.
there. Um, no, but like Telltale Games, I remember I was reading like an introspective on like why that company tanked, and it
Mm.
was just basically like they were a victim of their own success,
Yes, they were.
and they grew to a
Overpromised and
point,
underdelivered.
and they grew to a point where they grew organically, and they didn't grow like um, they didn't grow in a way that allowed them to like set up.
It
It
wasn't
wasn't a
stair steps.
sustainable, right? It wasn't a sustainable growth
Yeah.
model. So
Right.
you end up with this like core group of people, and
Yeah.
then it goes from that to like like couple hundred, software developers all
Yeah.
working on different projects. There's no
Yep.
creative leadership on the top,
And
and
you're promising the world to everybody too.
right. And then the minute that one thing fails, I mean, they had some phenomenal games.
Yes, they did.
But like now we're coming into that kind of thing again. And I think you had mentioned in the chat, Adam, where it's like this is the logical outgrowth of companies buying a shit ton of studios, is you end up losing a shit ton of studios.
Yeah.
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 Going into, what is it, Ninja Theories going away?
Ninja Theory's going away. Compulsion Games is going away. There's talks of Ninja Theory and Double Fine spinning off to maintain their independency so they can keep making games. Another thing I saw was when they showed off the Hellblade 3 gameplay at the Xbox showcase, it was less about the game being in development because they're closing the studio or spinning them off, and more of a look what they can do in our making, who wants to buy the studio kind of thing.
Right. It's their way of selling themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like I said, Sony has the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever, even though they're not doing well either. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
they closed a studio not that long ago that was in the process of making a game and had nothing to show for it after like 3 years. But there was a handful of studios like that too. I feel like now, since we've gotten kind of I don't even know, a condensed version of what these main studios look like the exclusivity race between Sony and Xbox and what they all bought up compared to what we are left with now and what has come out is so small compared to where we started, and it's because of that exclusivity shit that went on for those couple of years where everybody had to buy something and then make up for it on the back end, ruin the economy for gaming as it is right now. We've
right,
lost
Yeah.
a lot of good games that could, or potential games. We've lost a lot of good studios, and there's a lot of crossover between when we would get games on the other consoles. You can't enjoy them the same way anymore. And it's all
right,
because of that point in time.
right. And like now with Sony making the choice to like not release on PC anymore,
That's another thing
Yeah.
too, yeah.
it's going to alienate a whole bunch of other games. It's weird because that's going to kill their bottom line,
That is
where
such
they
a
could.
bass backwards thing to choose too, because they were like, maybe the games weren't that great when they were coming out on PC, but they were still being worked on and fixed up to where they were still playable. But it's another arm of your company that can be making a ton of money because there's a shit ton of people playing on PC now, and they're just
Right.
like, nah, turn it off.
And the funny thing for me is, and especially in the digital games market, where it's like you're not in the back olden days where you had to print a shit ton of CDs. Okay, like I get it. Like there's a substantial financial cost.
Right.
But with digital games, what as they are, like you have to maintain, servers to be so that people can download them. But at the end of the day, the cost, at least the overhead cost, is very little. You just contract that out. You want to buy our game? Cool. You buy the license for it. We put it on your storefront, and people can just buy it. And
Hmm.
then that's what it is. Like it's very strange. It's a very strange decision. And even more to the point, like Xbox as a company is not doing well.
Nope.
Sony is starting to get hit pretty hard. The only
Yep.
company that seems to be doing halfway decent
Is
is
Nintendo.
Nintendo, and even Nintendo's not doing great. But like
They're still
I'm
smart about
seeing
business, though.
I'm seeing a million TikToks right now of people going, "Oh, well, you're never going to catch me dead buying a Switch 2." And then it plays the Ocarina of Time music, and then it just shows them pick up a Switch 2. And it's like, yeah, that's how you do it.
Yep.
You get every single 40-year-old person with disposable income to go buy your system
Yep.
because they want that one game. Hell, I bought it for, I don't even have a 4K TV. I bought it for 4K and 60 FPS for Breath of the Wild and
One
Tears of the
day
Kingdom.
you'll get it.
One, I'll get there. I'll I'm gonna reach for that rainbow, man. Um, yeah, and so going into this, like they like
It's going to be a bloodbath when it comes
it's
to
gonna be a
layoffs
bloodbath.
and people. Yeah.
And like, could you? And this is, and if they were laying off all these people, it's not like you can go spin off. Every one of those people is going to go spin off. Like, it's going to be people out of work, man.
Yep.
And I don't know, man. I'm not jazzed about it.
Nope. It also this doesn't help anything, but Fortnite was showing off a bunch of things lately, and they were like, "We use generative AI in our stuff, and this is how we do it," and like showed off all that and stuff. And people were like, "Why are you showing this? We don't want this. We're not happy with it." So much so that Ponkel, the people who make Vampire Survivors, had a
Yeah.
deal with Fortnite, and they were going to bring some items or assets to the game, and saw this, and they left a comment on the Reddit thread about it, and was like, "Yeah, we're going to revisit this because we're not about generative AI, so probably not going to happen."
Right.
So good on them
Good.
sticking to their guns.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, like, I again, in a world where generative AI is like all of these companies, like, it's so bad. Like, those are jobs, man. Like,
Yep.
artistic, like art art directors for games are there for a reason. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Good for Ponko. Like, God, every time they come up, they have like a $5 video game that just, again, one of the few games that I just pick up and I'm just like, all right, we'll just do a couple runs.
They have a game that was just shown off at Summer Games Fest too. It was like a PvP version of Vampire Survivors, but it's Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, dude.
Oh, Mike, I got your attention. Go look it up. I'm not kidding. It's a Vampire Survivors Jujutsu Kaisen game, and it's PvE and PvP, I believe, but it's
I
Vampire
feel like
Survivors.
I just read something about Ponko too, that there might be spinning off the Survivors property. Like, it's going to be its own game
Interesting.
division.
Well, they're licensing the engine that they use that for to a couple different studios. Like the Jujutsu Kaisen one is one of them. The Warhammer 40K, I think it is the other one. There's got to be some more that they've got cooking too. Not to mention their updates for Vampire Survivors that's coming out in summer.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
By the way, I just looked up Ponko, and every single solitary news article is on their one comment
Yeah.
on Reddit.
Yeah. Good stuff.
So this, by the way, Mike, if you're
Yeah.
interested, this is the Jujutsu Kaisen um, Survivor thing.
It's very interesting.
Hmm.
I want to try it just because I like Vampire Survivors, but I don't know nothing about Jujutsu Kaisen or how this is going to be a PvP game.
Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched a few episodes of it. I wish I
Yeah.
have to go back and actually like finish it. But it hits all of the wonderful like cheesy anime of they'll do an attack and then spend 35 minutes talking about what the attack does and like going into like minute detail of everything, and then
Yeah.
the other guy will be like, well, I have to tell you about this, and then he'll talk about his attack, and then like it's the wildest shit. There's so much. There is so much depth to it, like right from the onset, where I'm like, wait, what?
You know what? I
That,
think. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say that's what makes it freaking awesome.
Oh no, this is not me slamming it. It is corny in the best possible way. It is
Oh
so
fuck yeah!
good.
And I think that's why I liked One Punch Man because it does away with all that. It's just like I don't want to hear this shit. Just let me punch you once and that's it. Why isn't anyone
One
strong enough?
One Punch Man season one is so fucking good, and
Yes.
season two was okay too. But like season one, it is literally just like I remember watching it and being like, this is the perfect deconstruction of every single like shonen series
Yeah,
where somebody just keeps getting power level higher and higher and higher and higher. It's
but
the dumbest fucking thing where the guy's like, you know how I got this power? I did 100 sit-ups every day, and the guy's like, dude, that's nothing. That's not training at all. Like regular people do that, and he's like, well, I don't know. Then I'm just I can. And he fights on the moon.
It's a
Oh,
good
it's so
show.
good.
So I'm surprised you put Adventures of Elliot discussion on here.
Oh yeah, I wanted to because again I know you said you had purchased it, right?
And I did, and I have been playing it.
What are your I mean it's a beautiful game.
hmm
Jesus. I
Um, cool thing about the demo is that your progress from the demo carried over to the main game. So I got a jump start on the story. It's pretty cool. It's still the story and the way people talk and stuff is still very eh. It's like whatever background fluff. Like it's slow. I don't care for the way the sentences are structured or how people talk to each other or anything like that. But what is going on is interesting. It's mainly the gameplay that has got me. I really think it's fun. It reminds me a lot of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, just a little more actiony. There's a ton of like overworld dungeons and stuff to check out, go in, get treasure, explore the overworld and stuff. And apparently there's a time travel mechanic. So,
yeah,
I'm still learning a lot. I'm still at the kind of beginning of the game, but I am thoroughly enjoying it.
one of
Definitely
the
a
things
solid
I'm
7.
yeah, it gave so the I put the Game Informer review in there and they gave it a 7.25 and
hmm
like, hey,
That
that's
sounds right.
not yeah, and like that's fine, man. Like I'm not
Generally,
in the
people would
market.
look at a 7 and say, oh, that game must be terrible. But 7 is good.
yeah.
7 is a solid game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not planning on buying it. I will say this though.
Try the
I
demo.
just I want to download the demo on the Switch too because I feel like
That is a perfect console for it.
that's what I'm saying.
That's what it
Like
feels like.
a top-down action adventure in the vein of Link's Awaken. I mean, sorry, Link to the Past.
Yeah.
That has to be like it feels right for that system.
Yep.
Which
I
reminds
would
me,
agree.
I gotta pick up Hades again.
I still haven't loaded up Hades 2. And I know it's a great game, and I love the first one. I just haven't done it.
Oh, by the way, we were talking about doing like a Spotify
Playlist, yes, we still have to
playlist.
put in our songs. We've got
Well,
two. We got a whole
there,
2 songs.
the so there is Supergiant Games put out a Songs of Supergiant Games, and
Oh, yeah.
but it's not this songs from the games. It is like reimaginings of the songs from the games in like this very
Ooh.
epic with like live instrumentation. It's so fucking good. Here,
Oh, man. What is the name of the game with the boy? And it's got the
Bastion.
narrator. Bastion, thank you. I really like the music in Bastion.
Bastion's music. Oh my god! It so the soundtrack. So again, like the background of that is evidently they wrote the music for that game before they developed the game.
Oh,
So
wow.
so they developed the game around the music and the story.
There
So
is a
that's
no clip
why.
documentary about Bastion and some of that stuff, so I got to go back and watch that.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Mike, I feel like we've been talking a lot this episode.
No, it's okay. I'm trying. I'm just trying to wrap my head around the fact that you gave two sentences and he knew exactly what game you were, and the description you gave could mean any fucking game.
But it was very specific because in game the character's called the boy, and you got a person called the narrator who like talks about the things that you do in the game. Like if you swing your hammer around to break stuff, he goes, "The boy rages for a while." You do something like that, he narrates on that too. So
Yeah,
of course he's gonna know it.
and like the world itself is so fucking cool. Like the entire world is elevated floating platforms that like fall away and raise up, and it's basically you're in a world that's falling apart, but you're like trying to bring the world back together. I haven't finished it, but
dude, you gotta finish it.
no,
It has a very good, satisfying ending. It's very cool.
Did you play? So Bastion was that one. Oh my god, what's the one with the sword?
Transistor.
Transistor was so good too.
See, I did it.
We just like we really did. What's the game with the sword? Transistor. Nice. Transistor. The crux of the story is you are a woman and your lover is the sword.
Yes.
And like there's like a cool jazz mechanic.
Uh-huh.
So good.
Okay, Mike.
Awesome music on that too. But
yeah.
So I just shared in our text chat it's in our, so that when you get a chance, listen to that entire fucking album.
Cool.
It has Transistor songs. Remember the Bastion is the last song on it, and slap all those songs on our playlist. Such a good. Yeah. Which, by the way, like, God forbid that studio ever goes under. I would be so.
They have been independent for years. I would hope that they know what they're doing business wise now.
So when I went, the only E3 that I ever went to.
Oh, you went to an E3? I'm jealous.
I'm sorry, it wasn't an E3. It was PAX. It was PAX East.
Okay.
Idiot. I went to a PAX East, and PAX East,
I went to PAX East once.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike.
They went and they were releasing Room, which was that like asymmetric, like fighting game, but you had like spell books and shit. I remember they were like, it was cool. They were like, "Yeah, come over, you can play our game," and I was like, "All right, we're doing it." Such a good, and Hades 1. I haven't played Hades 2. I don't even own it yet. Hades 1, I started playing that because I was in Germany for 3 weeks doing a training, and I had nothing to do. I didn't speak German, so I brought my Switch with me, and I...
Never mind learning the language. Play games.
I'm American, baby. I can barely speak English. I like every night, because I had nothing to do, I'd just slap on Hades, and I would just run it over and over and over again. Oh, such a good game. Shit, I gotta play that now. Oh, and actually, because again, I know we're getting late into
Mike, I want to know if Mike has any game recommendations. We've just been talking about other stuff.
As far as game recommendations, all the ones I recommend are not doing so hot, so I'm just not going to recommend anything anymore.
Sorry, man. It's your fault.
What you have to do is recommend games now that you don't want to succeed. EA's
put them out of their misery.
Well, fun fact, one of the things I put in there is EA has filed a new trademark for Ultima.
I was going to ask about that literally just now, because I saw that. I'm like, wait a minute. Do they have the license to Ultima? And is what Richard Garriott allowing that? Because I thought that he owned Ultima, the name, and all those games.
I don't know. I am basing it on Gamers News. On the phrasemaker.com is what released it, and let's
Whoa, the Phrasemaker. What a name.
The funny part about it is all of the comments. First comment. The first comment.
Oh no.
For E is oh no.
And then no good can come of this.
You're right.
Oh, that's a good point too. 99.9% chance holding on to trademark. Nothing to see here.
Right, and that's kind of, we were talking about that too with the Ninja Theory,
Mhm.
all of these studios that are closing,
Yeah.
99% of those IPs, like if we're lucky, they might be able to buy some back, but 99% of those IPs are just going to be held in a vault by, Xbox, by Sony, by
Mhm.
whoever, and
Mike,
they're
it's an
just going.
embracer group all over again, just in a different form.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's what's going to probably end up happening with Destiny, right? If Bungie goes under, Destiny still, if they decide that that's a lucrative enough IP
Ooh.
and they want to re-release it,
Yeah, they
they'll
could
just get
sell that
another,
IP.
because they
Yeah.
own Bungie.
Yep. Well.
Well,
I don't know if Sony can make that decision because, as far as I'm aware, Bungie owns the IPs to their game still. They're just like under the Sony umbrella. So maybe it'd be their choice to do so to keep them afloat, but I feel like it would probably have to go through Sony too.
I wonder, because they didn't have that contract with Xbox, which is why Halo is now under Halo Studios or whatever.
Well,
Mhm.
Mike, they had a deal with Microsoft, like contractually. Bungie bought themselves out of the contract, but still were making the games. And then they sold the IP of Halo to Xbox, and then they created a studio specifically to develop the Halo series.
Huh.
Yeah, and fumbled that
Huh.
bag too.
Yeah. I mean, gaming be gaming.
Hmm.
Mhm.
You okay, Mike? Did we upset you this time?
Just a little bit.
Sorry. We're just trying to be educational. I'm not trying to bring you
No,
down.
I know. No, I know that. It's just thinking about. I'm just thinking about how
How the
the
mighty have
podcast
fallen.
started. No, I'm just thinking about like all the conversations we had at the beginning when we first started the podcast and our theories and how they not only are they coming to fruition of what we said was going to happen. It's a lot more bitter than we thought.
Well, when you take a step back and look at the trees in the forest, you realize that some of them are only stumps. I don't know. I'm not good with metaphors.
Mm. I'm just hoping it doesn't. We're not getting to a point like where the video game industry was at the beginning before Nintendo came out with Super Mario.
So you're afraid that there's going to be another video game crash? I think we talked about this actually a handful of episodes ago. Like, do we think that there's going to be another crash? And I don't remember what everyone's predictions were. So let's do it again.
Uh,
What are your predictions? Do you think that there's going to be another video game crash? And if so, when?
I think it's going to happen. If it's going to happen, it's going to start happening now because we're going to start transitioning to a new generation of consoles. Um, my suspicion is going to be we're going to end up with Xbox is going to have some bespoke hardware.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll retain a few of their larger studios, like the
I
Halo
forgot to
Studios, and
mention there was talk
yeah,
about Xbox spinning off within Microsoft to be its wholly owned, wholly what? Xbox was talking about spinning off to be its own separate subsidiary under Microsoft rather than being a Microsoft entity.
does that mean anything though? Like at the end
Why?
of the
I don't
day,
know. I mean, it affects Microsoft's bottom line, but beyond that, I don't know.
I mean, I suspect what the reason they would want to do that is to make Microsoft bottom line look better, right? So,
Probably like to cut off to blah, blah, blah. Let me get my words right. I think it would be a way to like stop the bleeding basically and put the onus on the Xbox brand rather than saying we have an arm that's losing like
right.
bleeding out or whatever. So let's just cut it off, set it up as its own entity and then have it conduct business that way and still feed into the company at large.
Right. I mean, that's a decision like that with the way that Xbox is going. It's not because Xbox is doing well and they're trying to make themselves into their own wing. It's so that way they can say, hey, this one, they're their own entity. They're handling their own business. We're not going to devote as many resources and we're not going to count that into our
Yep.
bottom line.
Which
Right.
is part of like what Asha Sharma's whole thing about coming in now is about. It's about resetting and trying to build the business and the brand and starting off small again. So,
Good stuff.
Mike, your opinion?
My opinion is I hope resetting make does well because I think we are at that inflection point where
Do you think there's going to be
the
a crash?
crash. I think there is going to be a crash. Now, whether or not we're going to recover from it is going to depend. Is going to depend on how the companies handle it now.
Yeah. I
You
think
know
that the
what's funny is
land
I didn't think about that aspect. I think I
I,
also interrupted you, Sean. Do you think that there's going to be a recovery, or do you think that'll be it?
what I think is going to I don't think there's going to be a crash in the traditional way. What I think is going to happen is we're going to have a severe reduction in AAA games, right? We're going to have a mass close down of studios, and we're going to end up with a bunch of shovelware, right? Um, there'll be some diamonds in the rough. There's going to be a lot of good indie games coming out. There still are, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think what's going to end up happening is they're going to reevaluate their business model, and they're going to move away from, especially with the cost of um, memory, chip
Mm.
shortages, tariffs, the fact that AAA games are not selling nearly as well as they used to. I think we're going to see a pivot, and I think the landscape is going to be Xbox is going to whatever Xbox will be is going to have it's going to be a much smaller
Mm.
entity, um, and it's going to primarily focus on like Xbox Game Pass, so that way you get Xbox and PC. Then Sony, it looks like they're trying to shore up the walls, so they're going to end up being similar to Nintendo, and they'll accept games from like third party studios and maybe from Microsoft, but they're not going to populate their games on any other storefronts. All of the other storefronts, the Valves, the Epic Games, all they're going to just continue as they're doing and just collect money hand over fist, and all the indie games are going to get piled under because there's going to be a million indie games coming out, a few diamonds in the rough, but no one's going to be making any money on it, and they're going to end up with a whole massive short, like studio shutdowns.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
going to be a crash, but I don't think it's going to look the same as like the Atari crash.
Hmm.
Right.
Oh, another thing I forgot to mention too, since Xbox games were coming out to the PS5 and stuff like that, there were some rumors about the new Gears of War E-Day game being prepared and ready for PS5, but not coming out anyway. Like it's being held back
I
for
mean,
an
I can see that
exclusivity
happening.
deal. So
Yeah.
not surprised. I don't think. You know what's funny is I'm going to be the optimist here, and I'm going to say that there's not going to be a crash. I think there's going to be a severe condensing of things, and we're not going to get all the bells and whistles and fancy things like we have before. We're going to see one or two exclusives, and those are going to be the tent poles for the specific consoles, whether it's Gears of War with Sony or Halo with Xbox. Um, there's going to be specific flagship games and stuff that are going to be that console specific, and you can only get it there. And they're going to try to slowly open the gates for like third party and stuff for some of their studios, so that way they have some money coming in. But everything is going to slow down. But I don't think it's going to necessarily crash. There's just going to
And I don't.
be reset
Yeah.
is like the perfect word, but it's not like in the literal sense. It's going to hurt.
Right. Right. I think but I do think that the AAA market it has to change because
I
there are
agree.
so many tentpole games, and it's like tentpole movies. The movie industry is in kind of a similar space now, where it's like
Mm.
they were, they were releasing three Marvel movies a year, two Star Wars movies a year, a couple
Yeah.
DC movies a year, and eventually got to a point where people were like, all right, whatever. You have the Ubisofts of the world, where they're like every game's going to be an open world game, and people are like, there's no the thing that we're buying is the story, and often the stories are kind of the second thought of thing.
Yeah.
aside from filling a map with a bunch of random fetch quests.
I don't
So,
think gaming philosophy should be the basis of a video game development. It should be story first, but Ubisoft is like, here's the games we make, just fit a story around it.
right, and like,
That was
I
another
mean, I
thing I
would.
forgot to mention about Jason Schreier. He's got a really good video about why games cost the prices they do now and how it got to that point, and he goes over like not actual numbers, but with talking with different studios and developers and things, he's got a pretty good idea of what that looks like, and he goes into the rough numbers, and it balloons so quick these days.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because you have to move units because even when we were gaming back in the SNES days, a game cost $60. Like it was, the price point hasn't drastically changed over the course of 30 years.
We
It's
talked
just
about
you
this on
need
the N64 episode.
right, and it's like at the end of the day, the way you make up that loss is you move units, and
Yep.
the
Right.
way you move units is you get people to buy your console, and if you way
Yep.
you get people
And
to buy your
consoles are sold
console,
at a loss to begin with for that reason.
I think I don't know if they still are, especially with the price increases that we're running into. I think in the early onset, when you first release a console, it's a loss leader.
Mhm.
But it's afterwards that you end up accumulating money on those hardware sales because
Mhm.
after a point, you don't need to make a giant amount. You just maintain a certain stock, and then you just
Right.
deposit that out to your stores.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yes. I like how we went from the Ultima trademark to that. It's a fun little journey.
Because we smart people.
Yeah. We're real fart smeller. I mean, smart fellers.
Smart fellers and fart smellers.
It's my own brand.
Ooh la la.
Oh, is that your name?
Yep.
Oh, de butthole.
You did fart.
Gross. All right, kids. All right. Do we want to wrap this up and take a break and maybe play something? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Mike?
please.
Yeah. All right, folks. If you want more from us, we are on the socials, which are Facebook and Instagram and Blue Sky and Threads, and we have a Patreon, which you can see some behind-the-scenes stuff and other rough cuts of things. And the video version of the podcast goes live on YouTube same day as the audio version, which is 7:30 on Wednesdays. Yay!
Let's do this.
All right. After that awkward pause, let's go do stuff. I'm gonna go bandage my finger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tie it
I
up,
got
man.
two trigger
Bye.
fingers instead of one. I got two big trigger. This looks wrong. Never mind. Goodbye.
Later.
That's not right.